I hope you guys enjoyed the BET Awards last night. As you know, as I've said in multiple videos, I was not watching it, but I was reading this article from Rolling Stone that Lil Nas X did. Okay. Basically, he talks about his relationship with BET, with the network, not only with him not getting nominated, but also there was some situations going on during his performance. Like there was some behind the scenes mumbo jumbo that really tainted his relationship with this network. Now we're gonna get into it, but before we get into it, please be sure to smash that like button right now. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. What are you doing? And hit that comment up. Yeah, go ahead, comment because I know y'all will. I know y'all definitely gonna comment about this one. But yes, Lil Nas X sat down with Rolling Stone to talk about the tumultuous relationship that he has with the BET network. Now I'm gonna read some excerpts from the actual article and I'm gonna give you the breakdown. But he said in quotes, "My relationship with BET has been painful and strained for quite some time. It didn't start with the year's nominations like most people might have thought." Lil Nas X tells Rolling Stone in the statement, "They did let me perform on their show last year, but only after I gave an assurance that I was not a Satanist or a devil worshiper and that my performance would be appropriate for their audience." We know what that means. We know exactly what that means. I'm gonna just say this right here. I'm not worried about the devil worshiper thing because okay, whatever. But making it appropriate for their audience, we know what that means. But go ahead. We'll continue. In a statement to Rolling Stone, BT spokesperson said that the submission of events around Lil Nas X 2021 BET Awards performance is simply untrue. Since last year's performance, we have been in touch to work on other projects. Reps add, "We are still excited about his previous performances and continue to wish him well. But today we are focusing on culture's biggest night and delivering history making moments for fans worldwide." You guys tell me how that went. I was looking at the highlights because I taped this video last night. So hopefully we get some moments. I mean, worldwide. Anyway, speaking to Rolling Stone, Lil Nas X and his team has refuted the latter claim. As one of the rapper's team members who worked on the BET performance recalls, the issue with BET started in May 2021. Nas had just wrapped a performance of Monterio Call Me By Your Name on SNL, in which he's accidentally ripped his pants mid show. We remember that. The BET Awards were soon approaching, and the ceremony felt like the right place to give the song another shot. By that point, Lil Nas X had already faced controversy with the religious conservatives for months after giving a devil a lap dance in his Monterio video and partnering with the company Misfit to release a controversial Satan shoes infused with a drop of human blood that Nike ended up suing Mischief over. Nas critics had been accusing him of being satanic and a devil worshiper, as his team and members say this just wasn't true. One of the team members at BT asked the question, "Is he a Satanist? Are we going to be getting any elements of devil worshiping or Satan in the show?" We'd been fielding those questions, and I think this is the team talking now. We've been fielding those questions from people for months by that point after the video and the shoes. And of course, the answer was no. And we obviously got the slot, but it blew our minds. So it basically, look, I mean, a lot of people, the messaging with Monterio went over a lot of people's head. Obviously, Lil Nas X is not a Satanist. Okay. I've explained this many times again. Like, he was basically saying, "Okay, since y'all say I'm gonna go to hell anyway, I'm gonna go to hell and I'm gonna go down on a pole and lap dance on the devil." Now, it could be a little problematic, but at the end of the day, that's what gay people get told every day. So he did it in a way of, like, I guess, taking the power back, and that's all I can say about that. But obviously, it went over BT's head, and they just thought that he was just making some devil worshiper music. Like, I mean, the lack of creativity, and this is supposed to be like a network for the like, ah, child, like, anyway, more from the article. When Nas created Monterio, he knew what he was doing. He wanted to create a queer pop anthem. He wanted to make a statement based on what he heard about people, probably his whole life as a gay man. Sources add. That statement was very clear to me, but they all miss the message so much that they all see it as the devil. Okay, now it also said that the rapper's 2021 Ontario performance immediately went viral and became one of the most memorable parts of last year's show. In an immediate aftermath, the rapper's team said they expected a response from the show organizers, but insisted the network was disappointed. It didn't feel celebratory. The first team member says the response I got back was that they felt they were taken advantage of. The second team member, who also requested to be anonymous, recalled a BET producer involved in the rapper's performance approaching them afterwards. At some point after Nas got off stage, one of the BET producers came up to me, and before I could even open my mouth, he looked at me and said, "That was really effed up." The BET Awards team was actually very upset that I kissed my dancer on stage and vocalized their discontent with the multiple members of my team immediately following the performance. This was a moment. Okay, this was definitely, some people liked it, some people really didn't like it. Okay, but it did give it, people reacted to that shit. And now they're saying that BET Awards, despite that happening, despite that being a thing, the BET Awards was not they didn't like that. They didn't like seeing it. They felt taken advantage of. And this is what Lil Nas X is saying. This is also with his management team. His team is saying this too. They're putting their careers on the line to defend and say, yes, that is what happened. So when Lil Nas X make a song and he says FBT, that is the reason. It can care less about a nomination. At this point, it's not even about the nomination. It's about principle. It's about, you wanted me to perform on your show because you know it was going to bring ratings. I gave you the ratings, but I didn't do it the way you wanted me to. And now I'm punished by not getting nominated. So now we know. And like I said, we know this. We've seen BT exude all types of homophobia before. We've seen it with Love B. Scott when they were doing red carpet and they dressed how they dressed, and they told B. Scott to essentially mask it up, okay, be more masculine. Now, see, they had, and somewhere in the article I found interesting, they said they loved it when Lil Nas X was doing Old Town Road, when he was nice and he did, he did his thing. He didn't push the envelope, but they don't like this version of him. And I think that's something that a lot of people in the community have to go through, this constant code switching that is put onto us by straight people. I'm gonna be real honest. It's like, I've always got told, just me personally, I've always got told, like, oh, you're not like one of them, like you don't do too much. You're not like one of the, now me, I'm more mask presenting. I and this is what I want to do, but if I wanted to wear what I wanted to wear, I was going to wear it. But people would say to me, like, you're not like the other ones. You're not extra. And that's exactly what it's given. And I'm so glad that he came out and talked about this, because this is something that it's not a big issue. It's just very aggravating. And it's really aggravating that it's stuff like this is happening now to this day. I mean, I was definitely right for not watching the BET Awards, and I'll probably never watch that award show again, because it doesn't make any sense how they do this to your own. Like, this is Black Entertainment Awards. Like, I would expect this, to be honest, from the Grammys. I would expect something like this from the Grammys. Definitely not VMA Awards. VMA Awards, they love it. They love everything. Okay. But the BET Awards, like, you supposed to be uplifting these Black folks, and we want all types of Black representation on here. And y'all doing this? And I love that Saucy Santana. I seen Saucy Santana was on there. He was on red carpet. He performed at the pre-show. Are y'all gonna do that to him? Because look, he's not a palatable gay. Not like a Frank Ocean or anything. So what's gonna happen with him? Are they just never? It's weird. It's really weird what's going on. I would really love to see the BET's response to this. I know they will respond to this. I know they're going to have to, because this is some real serious claims here. And it's so weird that they got mad because he kissed one of his dancers. But it's like, as much as craziness, like, we're talking about people ripping off these women dancers' clothes off, smacking what. But like I said, it's acceptable when a man does it to a woman. It's whatever. Like, man on man, it's just You know, they were, like I said before, BET is cowardly. Okay, they do not want to push the envelope for certain things. They want to keep it same status quo. You know, male rappers, they will sit there and just defame and just really just disrespect women on stage, and it no type of repercussion, no type of hey, let's not do that no more, none. But when Lil Nas X kiss a dancer, it's a problem. It's just unfortunate that, you know, things just never change. But tell me what you guys think in the comments, because I know y'all will, and I will be back later. Okay.